Imagine, if you will, the intricate labyrinth of the human heart, a fortress built stone by stone, shrouded in mystery and shadow. Today, we embark on a journey to unlock the secrets of this fortress, to understand the walls that guard the souls of those with avoidant attachment. Our quest is to uncover how to break through their emotional barriers, a task not for the faint-hearted, but one that promises profound connections and deeper understanding. Avoidant attachment, a term coined by the wise minds of psychology, describes individuals who have constructed a nearly impenetrable barrier around their emotions. These walls are not malicious, but rather, they are the result of years of learned defense mechanisms, sculpted by experiences both tender and bruising. To the untrained eye, those with avoidant attachment may seem aloof, detached, or even indifferent. Yet, beneath this stoic exterior lies a heart yearning for connection, but fearing the vulnerability that comes with it. Let us consider the tale of a young lad named Oliver. Oliver was a brilliant boy, with a mind as sharp as a tack and a heart as big as the world. Yet, his upbringing was marked by inconsistency. His parents, though loving, were often absent, leaving Oliver to navigate the turbulent seas of childhood on his own. He learned early on that to depend on others was to invite disappointment, and so he began to build his walls. By the time he reached adulthood, Oliver's fortress was formidable. He was the master of his emotions, or so he thought. But love, that most persistent of forces, has a way of sneaking past even the tallest of walls. When Oliver met Eliza, he was unprepared for the onslaught of emotions she brought with her. Eliza was vibrant and open, her heart a garden in full bloom. She saw through Oliver's defenses, sensed the gentle soul hidden behind the iron gates. Yet, each time she drew near, Oliver retreated, fortifying his walls, convinced that allowing anyone in would only lead to heartbreak. Now, you see, this is the crux of avoidant attachment. It's a dance, a delicate waltz between wanting to connect and fearing the pain of vulnerability. But how, you may ask, does one break through such formidable defenses? The answer lies not in force, but in patience and understanding. Picture, if you will, a garden that has been left untended for years, its soil hardened, its flowers wilted. To restore it, one must not trample upon it with heavy boots, but rather approach with gentle hands and a patient heart. So it is with those who have avoidant attachment. To reach them, one must move slowly, with kindness and empathy. Trust is not given easily. It must be earned, nurtured like a fragile seedling coaxed to bloom. One must also understand the language of silence. Those with avoidant attachment are often masters of silence, their words few but laden with meaning. It is in these quiet moments that one must listen most intently, for it is here that the truth often resides, whispered softly, barely audible above the din of the world. I recall a story of two old friends, Charles and Henry, who had known each other since their school days. Charles was a man of few words, his emotions guarded, while Henry was his opposite, open and expressive. Their friendship was a curious thing, a dance of contrasts. One evening, over a game of chess, Henry asked Charles why he always seemed so distant. Charles paused, his fingers hovering over the chessboard, and replied, "It's not that I don't feel, Henry. It's that I feel too much." And there it was, the heart of the matter. Those with avoidant attachment do not lack emotion. Rather, they are overwhelmed by it. Their walls are not to keep others out, but to hold themselves in, to prevent the flood of emotions from breaking free. Understanding this is key to connecting with them. One must also be prepared for setbacks. The journey to breaking through these emotional walls is not a straight path, but a winding road with many detours. There will be times when the walls seem insurmountable, when progress appears to halt. In these moments, patience is your greatest ally. Remember that even the tallest of mountains can be climbed, one step at a time. Consider the tale of an ancient city, its gates locked tight against invaders. Many tried to breach its defenses with force, but all failed. It was only when a young scholar approached, offering gifts of knowledge and understanding, that the gates slowly creaked open. So too can the defenses of those with avoidant attachment be breached, not by force, but by the gentle offering of understanding and love. And let us not forget the importance of self-reflection. In our quest to understand others, we must also turn our gaze inward. Ask yourself, why do you wish to break through these walls? Is it for the sake of the other, or to fulfill your own desires? True connection requires honesty, not only with the other person, but with oneself. In the end, it is love that holds the key, not the fiery, passionate love of romance novels, but the steady, enduring love of friendship and companionship. It is a love that is patient and kind, that does not insist on its own way, but seeks to understand and support. As we draw this discourse to a close, remember that to break through the emotional walls of avoidant attachment is not to conquer, but to connect. It is to stand before another soul, not as a conqueror, but as a companion, offering a hand and saying, "I am here and I see you." And so, dear friend, I leave you with this thought. Behind every wall lies a story, a heart that longs to be understood. Approach with kindness, listen with empathy, and perhaps, just perhaps, you will find the key to unlock the fortress and discover the beauty that lies within.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.